Little fucking bumlick while we're away.
Mate,
the second we're in here, oh Theo, look how stupid he is. Fucking idiot.
Look how tricky he is.
Prick. Get your ball sacks out. We're waffling. Right? We have made it back from New York to supply you with some quality content. Now, firstly, those that didn't watch the whole of the last episode, you have ruined your own life. Right, on level. Why, boys?
The ending of it.
The ending of it was probably one of the best moments in Wafflin history. So if you haven't watched it, the last 6 minutes, the baby name segment, watch it. Very good. Now, Malfoy, you've got COVID, right? You're riddled with it. No, he reckons he's got hay fever, but he's got COVID. Now, the biggest thing that I now want to firstly ask you, are you going to now protect the public, or are you going to continue living your life? Or do you believe...
I've got hay fever.
No, do you believe that anymore that we should? Because realistically, we're all over the pandemic. We all, it's moved on. We don't even talk about it anymore. Well, but people do still get it.
The UK are becoming the first country in the entire world to drop all laws. Basically, if you've got it, it's irrelevant now. It's like having the common cold. It is a bit outrageous. How mad is it, that we lived through a pandemic?
Yeah, we've survived. We're back out the other side.
That is history. Think, our kids are going to be taught about the 2020 lockdown.
They'll learn about that in school.
Yeah.
But anyways, I got hay fever. Not ideal timing, I can't lie.
Why? Why not?
Oh no, do I sound like a gum?
Well, no, you sound like you've got it. And by the way, on the streets of New York, right, every fucking block, there would be COVID testing.
Yeah.
Things.
Really?
And you could just tell it was just pure money-making scheme. There were people with picket signs saying "fuck Joe Biden," and things anti-COVID people.
But then they did seem to take it more seriously. There were still people wearing masks.
Was it a practice? Do you have to wear masks?
No, we didn't have to. But the biggest thing that I'd wear masks. The reason why I would wear a mask out in New York is that atmosphere, those fumes. They're not a joke, mate.
He was complaining all day about the air
believe my lungs are
air quality.
Mate, my lungs are lined with Mackie D's fucking fumes.
I remember going. Do you remember? I don't know if you boys had this. Going to London as a kid, I'd always come back with black bogies, my nose. No, legit. It's pretty serious. I would come back with because the air.
Where would you go?
The air was so crap that I'd get soot up my nose.
Soot? You'd get soot up your nose.
Boogers.
Wait, so why does that not happen now when you live there?
I'm used to it. My body's accustomed to the air quality.
Do you reckon that happens though? Because I'd like to think this.
It does
Another little conspiracy I'm going to throw out there regarding hay fever. So back in say caveman times.
Surely they didn't have Piriton.
My guy, I don't reckon they had hay fever. Just obviously with the oils that we eat nowadays. Causes us to actually burn in the sun more. Hence why we need. Wait, no, actually. Wait, you're pricks, mate. Why are you laughing at that? Why is that funny?
My egg sandwich is going to cause me to burn in the sun.
How has he turned out like this? What's that?
Wait, mate.
You definitely got dropped.
Fucking listen.
10 years and he's here wearing a tinfoil hat, I swear.
Wait, okay. I don't even know what's fucking ridiculous about this, right? The concept. But the fucking idea that there's stuff in our food that may cause us to rely on fucking other big pharmaceuticals, right? And I reckon there might be one for hay fever, i.e. why are we all getting worse and worse hay fever? Do you not think there may be something that we're consuming?
No, ice lattes.
Right.
Mate, think about it.
Are you actually just fucking... Are you actually in fucking little, I just believe everything and I'm a fucking snowflake pussy-hole?
Wait, what I'm about to say...
Fuck yourself, mate.
You're not snubbing at my...
This little prick as well, right? So basically, just me and Luke went to New York, right? All good friends. The second he's in front of you, he's like, let me just fucking gay up on you and go. He was agreeing with everything I was
called him out on this bullshit.
Little fucking bumlick while we're away. The second we're in here, oh Theo, look how stupid he is. Fucking idiot.
Look how tricky he is.
Prick.
What? So
get a haircut.
You're saying
twat.
You're saying we walked into that crap crystal shop where you spent $300 on that necklace that you're wearing, and I came out saying, "Oh, that's a good purchase."
You did what,
mate? So basically, this.
Oh, the guy was laughing at him.
He wasn't laughing at me.
He was.
Right. So basically, I don't know whether to bring this up because obviously a lot of our audience have said, "Weller, stop talking about crystals," And it's like, I just think I'm going to just
I
retreat,
prefer
mate.
the Moldavite you always talk about.
Moldavite.
That is it,
No,
mate.
because
The necklace
actually-
form. But I'm just going to fuck it off because, like, I was
because we
just
had
getting
quite a few
hate last
comments.
week and,
Well,
like, fuck them.
What do you think of this one? No, because obviously you come out some batshit crazy stuff, but it's my turn.
Right.
Go on.
Iced lattes, laced with stuff that gives you hay fever.
Where's...
What are you-
No,
Think
right.
about it,
No,
think
you
Think
can't.
about it. No, you can't.
No, but-
How dare
No,
you?
no.
No.
How dare you?
Right.
No one drinks iced lattes in the winter, and no one gets hay fever in the winter.
It's just a
You
bit.
can't. How dare you snub your nose?
You're just shit. You're shit.
No, but the hay fever thing. Do you not think it's because like now they just used to live in the wild, surrounded
Yeah.
by all this pollen all the time?
Yeah, that mate. That's what I was saying about getting accustomed, right?
Really?
When you got an Iron Man. No, wait.
What?
No.
An Iron Man?
Wait. Could it be that? Yeah. Either we're getting all. No. If we lived in the wild, we.
Fat shame.
No, I did not do anything. Can I just
I'm in the best shape of my life.
wait? Let me just quickly say this. Either the cavemen were all accustomed to it because they lived there all the time, or is there something that is causing us to increase hay fever and we're all buying this same fucking hay fever tablet? I mean, it doesn't sound far-fetched, does it?
Mate, I went into the super drug store today.
Oh, here we go.
I couldn't get any. It's all sold out. So that backs your reasoning. Everyone's buying it constantly. I don't know.
Right. What should we talk about? You guys lead
So
the
we had-
conversation.
we had a-
No. Let Luke lead the conversation.
We had a
Why?
really
Because
interesting...
if all I talk about is fucking mental
I
shit,
love it. I
let's
want
see how
to-
entertaining
No,
your
but
combo is.
Out in New York, we were going
Fucking
to
swag.
put some of it to the test. We were going to go to a psychic and get a reading.
Yeah, I
We-
wanted to find one of those shit $10 ones that like would really try and make it look legit, and it was blatantly bollocks. But
we couldn't find a building that looked like safe enough.
Yeah, they all look like you were gonna get murdered.
Come in here.
Yeah, it all looks a bit
So
fucked.
this Moldavite you keep talking about.
Moldavite.
We had some Donny comment on the last episode.
Yeah.
And he goes, 180 is a strange price, Joe. It's normally a fiver to 50 quid,
Well, it's not.
depending on the size. For 100 or over, it would be really huge, or new, or really small and old.
Incorrect. What do
The
you mean?
really
They're all old. They're
old
all
ones-
15 million years
The really
old, mate.
ones that are 15 million years old sell for 1,000 plus with scientific authenticated docs and are usually kept in Vales.
well,
Think she sold you a piece of 15 quid bullshit.
Well, he would say that, wouldn't he?
no, you were worried about it not being authentic.
Yeah. But then you fucking do all the tests and you just realise how legit it is.
So you did go a bit batshit crazy this week.
I didn't go back to
You
No,
did.
do you know what? Let's just talk about something else.
No, the videos you sent,
'cause-
you were out under the full moon.
Yeah, I was.
Going,
But like this
Halabunga?
no, this is boring. It's
Whoa.
boring, mate. No, I get hate for talking about crystals.
I'm open to it.
You lot hate it as well. So let's talk about your fucking, I don't know, playing Uno or whatever you lot do in your spare time.
Well, I spend all my spare time with you.
Go on, okay, go on. What do you guys do?
Well,
What do
no,
you guys
'cause
have an interest
last
in?
week, I asked to touch the stone,
Yeah?
and you shut me down.
Yeah, because it's not the done thing.
What about this one? Moldavite is very rare, as you said. It is rare. And now has run out and can't be sourced anymore. Great investment piece, Joe.
Yeah. Well, it's going up to $100 per gram by the end of the year. It's like basically Bitcoin.
Per gram.
Per gram, mate. It's per gram. So, yeah, I reckon I'm going to
So
be in
what
the
is,
money.
what is around your neck? On it, I don't
Around my
know,
neck is Moldavite, mate.
You bought more of it in New
I've
York.
got it in fucking necklace form. I think it's quality.
Is that the one you bought in NYC?
That is the one I bought in NYC.
So
it is.
Whereabouts was this store?
Oh, it was just out and about. It's called healthyline.com. Have a look at their website. Anyways, right, next up.
I want
So-
to know about New York.
No, okay, we talk about New York, but can we bun the crystals?
Okay.
'Cause I only want to talk about like actual shit that
I'm
you,
open to
you guys
crystallisation.
have an interest in rather than
No, but I
just me.
I find
'Cause
your
it's boring.
points interesting on everything.
Okay.
Like because speak of the like conspiracy thing, right? When we were
But any conspiracy I bring up, you just fucking say that it's mental.
No,
and it's
no.
like our audience actually want to hear us talk about
Well, okay.
conspiracies.
But
And
let's-
when you rubbish every single thing
love
that's brought up,
conspiracies.
we just sit here and just talk about like the same shit all the time.
This is a legitimate one that like we discussed out there and we read quite a lot into. Weller
Go on.
Weller was obsessed with 9/11 out there
Why?
Because it's
it's
out
like
there.
the home of it.
Did you go to
And-
the
He didn't want to go in the museum, but we obviously
Wait,
went
why
round.
didn't you want to go in the museum?
The queue was big. The
Well,
queue.
no, go-
Skip the queue
yeah,
pass.
Yeah.
Skip the queue pass.
Oh, that is honestly the worst tourist.
What we went?
No, you
literally
are.
We did go
everywhere.
pretty much everywhere, but I just found obviously the whole 9/11 thing very interesting. How just imagine being there. I can't help not stand there and look up at the fucking buildings and go, imagine a plane actually crashing into that twice. Like it's fucking fucked. But yeah, anyways.
What do you think about the whole? Was it Michael Jackson or no? Who was it? No.
What?
Who's the Family Guy guy?
What?
The Family Guy guy.
Peter Griffin.
Yeah, the guy who voices him. Seth MacFarlane.
Michael Jackson.
I think MJ was also the geezer. One.
What are you doing? What? What's going on?
So they were meant to board like that flight or be on that plane. And then like they got a phone call saying something and they were like, nah, I'm not going to get on this plane anymore. And they never got on the plane.
Shit.
Well, so you think it's an inside job? I mean, this is quite a common thing. A
Well,
lot of people.
I just think blatantly believing that it was just is exactly what it is maybe a bit fickle. And I think looking beyond just what they say in like the museum and what they just say it is, ain't fucking. You're not stupid for questioning it.
No, I agree. There must be more to the story because they did release a load of documents recently. I don't know if you saw the documentary on it. There was like, did you not see
what, the Netflix one?
The Netflix documentary.
You would like it.
Oh, you would love it. They released all this undisclosed stuff you've never seen before. But also, at the same time, it could just be a bunch of terrorists that took over a plane.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you see like the fact that they like went to the lengths of going to pilot school, hand to hand combat training.
Wait, they
which
did
is like
what?
like actual learning to
Yeah,
fight.
they were like trained pilots.
Like the terrorists that did it allegedly fucking the lengths that they went to plan this whole entire thing just to kill themselves and obviously cause chaos is nuts. Apparently, like what the main thing is that like the government were aware of it and just didn't intervene.
But what do you think?
Took out insurances and stuff like coincidentally, etc. Everything else goes to fucking
also-
dust except the passports of like I don't know. There's a few things that are just like, oh, that's interesting.
I do find that is one of the weird ones, right? The fact that like the buildings can absolutely capitulate, but like passports are just found on the floor.
Of who?
The terrorists.
The terrorists.
But everyone else is like mush or dust. But
Completely dropped.
I don't know. It is weird. It is, yeah.
The thing I can't wrap my head around that is that like, you know, it's all well and good being like, oh, they knew and they didn't act or whatever, and like, you know, investment of money, but surely, as a human being, it doesn't matter what position or you were a child at school once, you can't be like, yes, let thousands die.
But this is the thing. Apparently, I was listening to Joe Rogan and he was saying how a few examples of when like the American government have tried sort of 9/11 type disasters before and failed.
Huh?
We need to fucking research those. Let us know in the comments if you know what I'm on about. But basically, it's not the first time that they've attempted a like on America disaster in order to open the gate to go to war with and get them into another country.
What the fuck?
So it's like it's
Yeah,
not
'cause
it's
that-
not completely far fetched.
That side of it, I definitely find plausible. Like, I mean, let's be real. Like, they love invading countries and have done it for a long time. When there's like an ulterior motive, such as oil, then like you can comprehend it. And like, yeah, we can't be naive. Governments do terrible things to their own people. Like, so I definitely think it is one of the more plausible conspiracies. But then at the same time, like I was saying out there, I definitely like to see the good in people and think that couldn't happen. And like they wouldn't do that.
But then again, I'm exactly the same. Maybe I'm naive, you know? Maybe I am.
You thought like The Rock wasn't on gear.
No, I thought that Usain Bolt was not on steroids.
Roger Federer.
Nope. Mate, he's my hero, man.
Yeah, I know, and that's what it comes down to. It's like
He's not on steroids.
you look up to these people.
He loves the game.
And it's like, oh yeah, they would never, because if they would do something awful like that, then that's my whole beliefs and trust broken. So it's almost like that's a big part that plays into it.
He just loves the game, though.
Yeah, but that you got to accept. Okay, let's pretend we're not talking about you right now, and another individual is saying what you're saying. You'd probably be able to go, oh yeah, I can see where part of why they're like, oh no, this person would never do anything bad, is because they look up to him and they base a lot of their like aspirations on what this individual has done. And it means a lot to them. So therefore, that's why they just refuse to believe anything else, because they're comfortable in following them as their hero.
And it's the same way in, like, you see relationships where, like, one of them will cheat on the other, and, like, someone will tell, like, the person that, like, they've been cheating on them. But if the partner that has been doing the cheating doesn't admit to it, they're always like, well, I believe them. Because, like, you have that certain level of trust in people that...
trust is a huge thing. The second you, like, this is where, like, the ultimate manipulators, like pedos and shit, the second they gain their trust, they're in, mate. Like gain their victim's trust. It's all about gaining trust.
How much do you know about that?
How to be a pedo 101.
Not that I know, but well, I see a lot of documentaries. No, I do.
Researching how to protect myself.
No. Basically, yeah, it's once you've gained trust, mate, you can fucking do a lot. Like, once someone trusts you, you can fucking manipulate the shit out of them. I don't do this.
No one said you did.
No, but that is completely true what you're saying. Like, we all have a certain amount of trust in the government for some reason. I don't know. They've not given us any reason to, but we do.
It's better to trust someone at the start until there's a reason for you not to trust them, or wait until someone gains your trust?
Well, this is the interesting thing. It depends.
That's a great question,
How
by the way.
your previous hurt, right? Because it's like my age-old fucking anecdote. Once you touch the kettle and get burnt, you're not so confident about grabbing the kettle again. Well, you probably are, but like,
That is honestly that is
no. What it is, like, if you've been burnt, you're gonna think twice before doing that thing, trusting that it's okay, right? So, yeah, I believe that you should try to trust people before, like, not assume badly of them, but it's very important to be aware of what could be. So you're aware of it. You're aware of the signs that they may be giving off and whatnot. But question everything, bro. I don't think you should take anything and just take it for what it is. Question fucking everything. Everything you're told, everything you read, everything you see. There's more to what is literally put out in front of you.
Isn't that who's the philosopher? Like, I am because I think. Is that the guy?
Fuck knows, bro.
Well, I did actually see an interesting comment on last episode, actually sort of about that, and it was something to do with, like, why the fuck are Theo and Luke mocking Joe about the vibration thing? And they tried to say, paraphrasing here, it was something along the lines of, don't be so stupid. Everything has vibrations, everything is made up of elements. We're all vibrating right now. And he tried comparing, like, science to these rocks.
Now, we actually had
So you're bringing up the crystals again.
Well, no, it's quite an interesting debate.
Okay.
And I just thought it was, I don't know, it was clutching at straws a little bit, saying everything does have a vibration, but I think there's two different types of vibrations.
We did have a similar debate to that out in New York.
What was your debate?
That, like, there are things in science that you can't see.
Gravity.
Yeah, like...
yeah, so that's the theory of gravity. Gravity's not proven, mate.
Yeah, and the Big
It's
Bang
just a
theory
theory.
or something.
All these things that you go, oh, that's science. We know about that. It's just theories, right? All we know is that. It just falls down.
But the theory is quite strong with gravity, isn't it?
Well,
Like,
there's...
the further you get
Yeah,
away from
yeah.
the centre of the Earth, the weaker your gravity pull is.
Well, okay. But, like... what's the point?
But, like,
so
there's still no, like, explanation for it, I think, is the point. So, like, it could still be completely disproved.
Man.
Because it's not factually, like, there's no evidence to suggest it is 100% a thing.
But what's the evidence in, like, certain other things? Like...
What is it? Actually, there's another comment I saw. What is your favourite thing about putting faith in these certain rocks? Is it...
It's not faith. It's not like a religion.
No, okay, maybe not faith, but, like, is it... Are you in charge of your destiny? And these are an aid?
It's just an amplification, mate. It's just an amplification of, like, what you're already putting out. That's how I see it.
Because I said, like, actually...
It's a lucky charm.
It's
Not a lucky charm, but, like...
Mate, let's just talk about something different. Like, how many times, please, can we just not talk about crystals?
I had a really bad
It's
weekend.
boring. It's very boring for people. They hate it.
Love it. They absolutely love it.
Mate, like, I looked at all the comments of, like, last week's episode. They're literally like, Weller, just stop banging on about crystals.
Oh, no, we
So
love
it's
it.
literally like, I bang on about it. Okay, yeah, it's funny. But then, like, once we've said it, we've said it. End of the day, you boys think it's like bollocks. I believe in certain things.
You shouldn't let the comments get to you like that.
I know, but it's more of just like I'd rather talk about interesting things that we can all vibe with rather than like
I would
just banging on about my own shit.
I would say I didn't have a panic attack,
Yeah.
but I was borderline on Friday.
Why?
Why?
I really was in a bad way.
Yeah, but what can bring on a panic attack? Because a lot of people, like obviously, I see people say I had a panic attack, and there may be like no cause, and I'm like, that means certain thoughts can lead to it. So what brought it on for you?
I got incredibly nervous. I started reading about my Ironman,
Yeah.
and I read there's a cut-off time,
For what?
like to finish it.
Yeah, you have to do it within a certain. You can't just go for 2 weeks straight.
I didn't know that.
What?
What? How long?
8 hours. And I know it sounds like a lot, but like my goal was to like make sure like, you know, finish it. Don't worry about the time. And I saw the 8 hours and like I went into panic
What
station.
you
I was in, mate, I couldn't sleep. I was in hell. I was like shaking. I was well nervous. I was like, fuck, I'm letting everyone down. I'm not trained enough. Why'd I have that burger? And I was like, I was in actual hell.
Yeah, but isn't this
It
meant
was
to be
awful.
something that you enjoy?
Yeah, but my whole thing was like I could just complete it.
Well, that thing of like, you know, the no pain, no gain concept, right? You got to put in the work. You got to suffer now to be a champion later.
Yeah.
How far is like are you willing to go? And is like actually a good idea to go to put yourself through pain and suffering in order to get that? What is the result that is so worth it?
The thing is, like, I think I know that I've definitely trained enough, but I also know I can train more.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there's definitely I could train way more and take it more seriously.
Right.
But I'm in this weird dilemma of I've trained enough, but I could train more and I've let everyone down.
Well, who have you let down? And you're not doing it for anyone else.
No, but
You're doing it for you, Mouth.
yeah, but I don't let myself down. There's like family coming to watch.
Oh, they're coming to watch.
Oh yeah.
Nah, you'll be fine, mate.
Nah, it's fucked.
And
And I was doing the maths. I was doing the maths. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be horrific.
Well, how
It's
long?
gonna be
How long?
horrific.
How
You
long are you
gotta-
anticipating each segment to
Basically,
take?
if I get through the swim, I think I'll be fine. It's just the swim. I'm terrified.
Isn't that the first bit?
Isn't
Yeah.
that like only like the smallest bit as well?
1.2k is it?
1.9?
You could just.
It's an
you'll
hour
be
10
fine.
for the swim. And
The body is capable of fucking all sorts. It's your brain that quits, mate.
This is what I'm hoping. Well, no, I'm the opposite. My body will fail before my brain.
Okay, wait. What, swimming?
Yeah.
How will it fail?
No, as in,
How can it fail swimming? You decide to stop swimming.
no, as in, like, it's in the Atlantic. And,
Yeah.
And, like, I'll just drown.
Yeah, because
I
you've
just-
decided.
I just
No,
have to-
because you've decided to stop swimming. If your body fails, fairs. But I think like you'll show that you're able to grind it out.
My point, but my thing is, like, I know I can complete this, yeah?
Yeah.
But it's if you don't do it in 8 hours, you get a DNF.
Oh mate, you don't want that to your name.
that would be
That's
Do you see what I
awful.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
I know I'll complete it,
Yeah.
but it might not count.
Well.
And it's just like, why'd you do it then?
But it's
What-
better, mate. I actually saw this thing on Instagram. It's like it's better to put yourself out there and be laughed at for not like doing well than to just sit inside and do nothing at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's much better. Like yeah, if you get DNF, fuck it, funny, good waffling chat, right? But
failure
if
in
you get
life.
out there and actually prove that you can do it and you can fucking smash it, regardless of how nervous you're feeling, mate, that's only going to build you up so much more. And in like attacking everything else
Well,
in your
I'm
life.
also hoping that like when I did the last triathlon, like, I just smashed every PB I've ever done, and every time I perform under pressure, I'm relying on just like my inner within,
Yeah,
which is just to exuberate.
it will.
That's what I'm literally praying, like, please, body.
Well, it will. I
Just
mean,
stay
like,
alive.
think how many people are out there that could, almost want to say, like, oh yeah, I have done an Ironman. Like, you'd all like that'd be cool to say. Like, that's a fucking sick
I have
conversation.
done an Ironman and did not finish.
Yeah, you don't have to say that bit. Though.
Are you getting it? Is it all being like properly filmed and whatnot?
Oh yeah, film documentary. Doing very.
Oh yeah, no, you got to pass. You got to.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Imagine all of that, and then just you fuck it. And then it didn't help that I was alone this weekend as well.
What do you mean alone? What girlfriends ditched?
Did
you?
you
she's
go
on
out
holiday.
Thursday night? Before you were at Ascot.
Oh, I did go Royal Ascot.
That's why he wasn't feeling good the next day.
Oh, because you got smashed. Royally
And then you
fucked.
said on the Friday, you were very anxious, panic attacky.
Oh no, not like I didn't. If that's what you're referring to.
No, but I mean, even like anxiety.
Anxiety's the worst.
Really?
Yeah. I had it sometimes where, you wake up and you just think, fuck.
Oh mate,
And your whole day is like ruined.
drinking. It's fucked. I don't like it.
It is. I got a big week of drinking ahead of me. After Glasgow.
Yeah, fuck that.
You don't drink anymore, do you?
Well, I have beers.
Yeah, we
as
got
in, like, a
absolute-
couple bevs.
We got munched out. In
Yeah,
New
yeah,
York.
that and after
Oh,
the-
and on the flight, to be fair.
Oh yeah, we're only way
Did
to
he
survive.
take advantage
It was
of
the
the
only
free
way.
alcohol?
Yeah. It was the
Mate,
only way
he
to get
did
through
as
it.
well.
Yeah, it was the only way to get through it. It was nature.
Wait, what? You
Yeah,
scared
like,
of
I
flying?
mean,
Was it
well,
just
how
long-
you have to realistically when you're on the plane, right? Okay, so I was editing for a good couple of hours. Battery dies. What are you gonna do then? Stare at the wall, right?
The film selection was awful.
Film
gonna say,
selection
watch
was
a film.
deaders. Bun the games. I mean, like you had, that football game.
The
was
game on the way back
ridiculous.
was.
Oh, mate.
Oh, what,
Name.
all the names.
But like, yeah, so out there and on the plane, you're just thinking, right, there's only one way to naturally get through this.
And you're uncomfortable. You're not like,
Yeah.
it's not like sitting
we
on your
weren't in business or
sofa.
anything. They didn't sort us out. It was literally, you've got to get through this in a stress position. Because that's what it is, essentially. Like, when you're set up like this, that is a stress position. Your body is fucking tense in areas.
I can't sleep.
Bun
either.
that. I can't sleep on planes.
No, neither can I.
Bunners.
Nah,
Wait,
yeah.
so you just got bladdered?
You have to.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to. But like, you know what I mean?
Nah, it does it, but it did make it. I mean, before I knew it, the flight was done.
Well, yeah.
Like once we really got stuck in, and then we were gonna hit the tune.
Yeah, but it was,
Took too long to get back.
Last time I was bladdered on a plane, the electrics failed and we had to turn around and had an
Oh
emergency
yeah,
landing.
that was to LA, wasn't it? From Hawaii.
Can you imagine you're drunk on your plane,
And they're like,
electrics fail, and they
brace,
go,
brace.
ladies and gentlemen, the electrics have failed.
Yeah.
We are going to be turning around and flying back to an emergency landing in Honolulu. Fuck that. So where did you go out in New York?
Mate, how much would you spend on 2 drinks? What's the most amount of money you'd spend on
In
two,
New York?
2 vodka cranberries?
30 quid.
87 bucks, mate.
Mate,
87 bucks.
in a nightclub called Tao.
Yeah.
Oh, we went to Tao.
How rich are like those ex-cad boys? On level, how rich?
I don't know, but mate, you think about it. Didn't
What?
they hire out Times Square?
They hired out, apparently it was like 75k
Yeah.
to hire that billboard for like the 45 minutes it was on.
I mean,
Yeah, it's a mazza. And like obviously in the fucking club afterwards, 20 bags on champagne.
yeah.
It's just sort of like Ross Clark. Like, how's it? What are they sitting on?
What?
I try and think. Like, what are they
What are
sitting
they
on?
sitting
What would you say? Come on, surely you know.
Sure, I have no idea. Mills?
Mills.
It's got to be. If you're dropping
It's not gonna be
20
bills,
No.
billions, isn't it?
If you're dropping 20
It's
bags
got to be like 5 mil.
on a table,
What the fuck?
yeah, that made me even more annoyed that I just spent $87 on 2
But
drinks.
apparently, right, so obviously they hired a few different YouTubers from around the world. Now, where do you reckon are like the cheapest YouTubers to hire, and where are the most expensive YouTubers to hire?
Cheapest?
Yeah.
UK.
No.
It's literally the opposite. Wow. I don't know about America.
Did they get American YouTubers?
No, which is weird.
Couldn't afford
'cause
them.
Really?
Well, Americans are the most. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
Mate, in the UK, a brand deal in the UK in America bid 5 times.
What? Oh, it was 5 times more.
Yeah,
in
I
the-
once
in
But
the
got-
US.
everything is so commercialized.
I
out
once
there.
got accidentally emailed, like, you know when you just get a load of emails sent you, like, for brand deals? Someone had replied with, like, CC'd, like, entire everyone it had been sent to originally. So I could see this whole email chain of this American YouTuber giving them their rates to this brand deal. And she had, like, 800k subs. It was, like, similar to me. And she was charging 100 grand for a video.
Holy shit.
Fuck. We need to Americanize the audience.
What the fuck?
Hey, guys.
Mate, I was CC'd in that email. I was like,
Yeah,
did
it's
you
silly.
bump up your rate?
they didn't reply to me. I don't
Oh, fuck. Fuck. But yeah, like, no.
They spend all their budget on her.
Apparently, so they hired an
Indian
YouTuber and South American with like tens of mils of subs, and apparently it was like cheap, like they weren't expensive to hire, and
Is
they
that
got a lot more
because
out of it.
In India, there's like 1 billion
Well,
people.
this is the thing.
So it's different.
Yeah,
like,
but
10
I think-
million in India is like 1 million in the UK.
No,
No,
because
I think it's-
arguably they're more influential.
Like over Southeast Asia, think the price of things, like say like in Thailand, you get like a full meal for like 60p. I think, so I wonder if it works out like that.
I know in Australia, the CPM is mental because everything in Australia is really expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
But no, I would have thought like somewhere like India, where you do have such a small concentration of people, it would actually be more expensive because obviously, like say like you're more influential to UK, like British people, because like they just you understand each other better.
What's the thing? Does the fact that I'm a British geezer, like in the way that I talk is very British, does that limit me to only really connecting with those that are in the UK?
No,
Because think about this, right? Is some, like, I don't know, Taiwanese fella understanding, like, even our lingo? Like, is there anyone from Taiwan? Like, our expressions are very British, mate.
Oh yeah, mate.
And I'm just, even saying mate. But, like...
Yeah, but it's even, like, the sense of humour where, like, we have grown up with, like, British humour.
in between us.
So, like, it's hard to connect on that level because they might not understand it the same way that, like, it's meant to be understood.
Well, even Americans don't even say mate. Like, when
Well,
have you-
only mate, they
when
use
have
as, like, mating. Like a mating call.
Would you like to go mate? Would you like to go mate?
You should go mate.
But, like, I mean, for example, I don't find, like, many... I couldn't watch an American comedian.
Why? What?
Well,
They
only
don't, you don't-
Kevin Hart.
They're not funny.
I don't like Kevin Hart's stand-up. I love him in movies and
Yeah,
stuff.
to
but
be fair, I can't watch American anything. It just doesn't appeal to me. I mean, I watch, like, if it's intended to be comedic, like, obviously I listen to, like, Joe Rogan and whatever, but if it's comedic, it's got to be British, mate.
yeah.
Like, for me, personally, to appeal to my senses and my... God.
So when you're doing something like you, where you're, I guess the umbrella term for your channel would be comedy. Really, like,
Mate, I
or
guess so.
how you started.
Entertainment, general entertainment.
Yeah, but it would still be like comedy would
Yeah,
be a huge part of
that runs deep within, I'll be real.
That's why, like, it's probably not easy to connect with an outside audience as much. That, a lot of different cultures will understand our humour. But just, you're limited still.
You are.
I was listening to the True Geordie Logan Paul podcast.
Yeah, what's the same?
And they were talking about some fights coming up, rumoured opponents.
What?
Geordie was talking about it with Logan Paul.
Okay.
Yeah. So the rumours are Jake Paul versus
Tommy
Fury
Yeah.
Madison
on the
Square
6th
Garden.
of August.
Right, Ras Clark.
Madison Square Gardens.
Nice.
Then they were saying KSI versus Alex Wasabi.
Oh, is that who he's facing?
That's who they would seem to think.
Is that because he needs
Wait.
a comeback
So
fight first?
Logan obviously is a business partner of JJ, so he's likely to be quite a reliable source.
Well, it was
if they've told
Geordie
about
was.
it.
He didn't say about it. Geordie was saying.
Geordie knows.
Yeah, Brian was saying it. Yeah, he was saying it's the rumors are, and the other rumor was like Logan Paul wants to fight Dylan Dennis.
Yeah.
A boring one.
Dylan Dennis
But-
has been desperate for a fight with one of them for ages.
But they're it. Nothing beyond those fights. I.e., once JJ beats
Oh,
whoever.
and then he was saying, I think the crescendo will be JJ.
What, really?
I mean, it has
They're
to
gonna
be.
do
Mate,
it?
Brian was saying, like, there's just so much money in that fight. Why would you not do it?
How much do you reckon is in that fight for
Oh,
both fighters?
Logan was saying he thinks if that fight happens, it will be the biggest fight of the decade.
Yeah, but financially, how much are we saying?
Oh, mate.
100 mil each.
100M?
Do you reckon?
I reckon it's got to be near
Biggest
that.
fight of the decade? Yeah.
Well, if it's,
Sure.
If it's,
And Logan,
it's got to be more than 100
I
mil
think
then,
the
isn't it?
only fight that would be bigger than that
Fury
is
AJ.
Fury AJ.
yeah.
And I
That's actually mental.
I know that might
That is
discredit
mental.
That's actually
boxers.
mental.
To YouTube is the biggest fight that there
But,
can be, basically.
Logan
But
was
that is
like,
a
oh,
fact.
I need to get on that undercard.
Oh my God, you're getting paid massively on that. Might make my comeback.
Yeah, but
Oi,
when
why
we
don't we all make a comeback?
when we were out in New York, I swear to God, if
Oi,
you two,
please, let's fucking fight.
yeah, if you two,
I'll fucking
you could-
smash a fucking
if you secure me 7 figures,
Yeah.
I'll do it.
a mil.
Yep.
Okay, what if
Minimum.
you're quarter of a mil?
mate, he'd do
No,
it.
thank you.
He'd do it for 100k.
Okay, 100k. You
No.
get 100k, but
Yes, you would
Okay,
do
okay.
it.
How would you feel about this, right? If I was getting paid 10 mil and you got offered a mil,
Yeah, it's fine.
okay, you got offered 100k. Why?
Because
It's
like,
100k, man.
realistically, it should be 50-50.
If
My idea, your video.
Your idea.
if Malfoy said, "I'll do it, but I want you to pay me 900k," so he gets a mil, you walk away with 9.1.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, he would do it for 6 and 4.
Six and four.
What's that? What's
Six, 6 mil, 4 mil. You still do it.
Oh yeah, 6 mil is 6. I literally don't give a fuck what you're getting paid
Yeah.
as long as I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
But you got messaged.
No, I do want to look after you though. Like I didn't mean that in a bad way. I mean,
No,
like,
you don't care about how
as
much
in
you
if
get
you were
paid.
getting more than me, I don't mind.
Yeah, I don't care.
As long as I'm getting racks, mate.
As long as we're getting 7 figures.
Yeah.
You got messaged out in New York.
Oh, by Austin McBroom messaged me,
Oh.
being like, "Can you fight on the card?" It's
Bit
like
late notice, mate.
it's in 8 days, mate. I just literally replied with, "What's the bag, son?"
Did you
Like,
actually?
I was like, "What's the bag?" Just fuck the bullshit. What is the bag? And he's just like, "How heavy are you?" And I was like, "Oh, this weight." What's your phone number? Like, just tell me the bag. He's just not telling me the bag. So, but this made me.
Say you want 500k.
Oh no,
But he-
100 mil. Nah,
He won't even be getting that, surely.
yeah, no.
Is
I mean,
anyone
think,
watching this
it
fight?
basically led me to think this, right? Is Austin McBroom against Gibb going to sell out the fucking crypto, formerly the Staples Center, but the crypto center, whatever it's
Who
called?
else is on the undercard?
Don't know. You should. That's the thing. We should all know.
Yeah, we
If
should
this
know.
card is big, we would all know,
It's
right?
an American event, isn't it?
But I basically, I'm just like, they need fucking like someone with the selling power, right? Fucking the sniper rifle or something. Do you know what I mean? Like someone. I think they need someone on the undercard to beef it out. And what happens, like in this instance, if no one turns up? How do the fighters get paid?
It all gone to escrow.
Escrow. What
Has
is
to.
it?
Has to. After how much, like, with the thing, what happened? What was that event which, like, went to shit and no one got paid?
Behind the gloves? Nah, that's a
Behind the-
YouTube channel.
Hello, the gloves?
YouTube
Fight-
versus TikTok.
Hello.
I don't know.
You know the one that was crap?
The MMA one?
Yeah, no one got paid.
Oh.
Clash
of Clans.
content creators?
I don't know. Clash
No,
of Content.
yeah, I know the one you're on about.
After that, I reckon, like, if Liam's
Yeah.
in charge of Gibb, it's
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah,
escrow. Like,
yeah,
he's
yeah,
getting
yeah,
paid no
yeah,
matter what.
yeah, yeah.
So for Gibb, win-win. No one shows up, who cares?
Yeah. But
I'm going to be there. I'll be there going,
You going out to LA?
Well, I was already on holiday out there.
in LA.
I was going to go to Orlando, but I thought, should we just change our holiday to California?
Yeah, what is the deal like with? Is everyone like? 'Cause it does make sense for there to be a budget for them to take the whole of YouTube over there.
I don't think there's a budget.
A budget?
Isn't that what happened for Jake Paul versus Gibb?
No.
Did we all just pay for ourselves?
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
told you, mate, ever since the boxing started, I'm in minus figures.
yeah, yeah, like
Heavily minus figures,
yeah,
actually.
it's not ideal. But I don't know. I mean, it should be a good event. Who's going to win
Surely Gibb.
The thing is,
if
right,
it goes to points?
Oh, no,
look-
did you see the... fuck.
What?
Someone came out and said, basically, like, if it goes to points, like, McBroom will win.
Well, yeah,
But he
it's
runs
his-
the event. He's the
He,
CEO.
he's the CEO. He's employed the judges, right?
Wait, Gibb is going to fight
Yeah.
the CEO of the boxing
Yeah.
company.
Yeah. So he's fighting him. It's literally like ridiculous. So he can't let it go to points because McBroom will win. But surely Gibb, his whole entire fighting style is knockout pressure. I'm gonna smother you.
And he's got so
What
much
I will
drive
say-
behind him now.
Yeah, he does.
Austin did look very good. In
He
his
did look
first fight.
silky.
Did he?
He
Yeah.
looked, skip it up.
He beat the shit out of that idiot that he was fighting.
Yeah, he looked like a comprehensive boxer. Like I can't lie. And obviously, last time last time when Gibb went against Jake, he obviously was someone who was composed and able to pop shots, and he couldn't handle that.
I think
so.
it's
That's
a-
the only worry.
I think he's
sure he's a lot better now.
He's learned a lot from his mistakes, I think.
Hopefully, I mean, yeah, you'd like to think so. You'd
Yeah.
like to think, like, okay, so just to play devil's advocate, obviously, hope Gibber wins. Like, he has to. We want to see him move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, Wagwan. Is this the end of the road for Anderson Gibb?
Nah. Because he's not a YouTuber in boxing anymore.
He's just a
he sees himself
boxer.
as a boxer, yeah.
Yeah, well, yes, I guess that's what you got to do. That's part of like, if you're going to be something, it's not like, oh, I want to be this. It's I am this.
Okay, but then, all right, so in the same context, if he's now a boxer and he's lost to Jake Paul, which you sort of understand, and then loses to
Well,
Austin.
he beat
No, I
Bryce
know he-
Hall. Was
Huh?
Bryce Hall?
No,
No.
Taylor Holden.
Yeah.
Taylor Holder.
Holder.
Yeah, no, okay. He did, but it's like, if you're referring to yourself as a boxer, there's not a credible win in there. And then what I'm saying is, if you then go and lose,
Well, he beat
There's
Taylor
not,
Holder.
there's not a credible win, is there not?
He beat
Well, is
Taylor
Ta-
Holder in
is
a pro
Taylor
fight.
any good? Is
Yeah, he was decent, yeah. He won on points. And the only reason he didn't win in the fight because the judges were biased and they were cheating.
Was it blatant?
It was obvious. Do
Yeah.
you remember, like...
Gibb won that fight,
know.
hands down. There was
Yeah.
no question about
But I
that.
think Taylor was all right. He was decent.
Yeah.
And it was a pro fight. You know?
Exactly.
It's not a
First,
pro win.
But then, so say
first.
then you've got Austin, who's now won a fight, and Gibb loses. That's my point. So like Taylor hadn't fought before, so that it was just against like someone with no fighting
yeah. So
experience.
I guess this is someone who's now nearer the level of. I can say Jake Paul's at the top. Like, it's someone that's had a fight before.
Yeah,
looks
I get what you
good. Okay, this is an actual test. It's an away day though. That's the only thing. Surely we all just turn up wearing stonies like an actual treat, like an away day. Like surely we
Rep the
actually
badge.
like proper like British. Why not?
All rocking,
When it-
looking up Lee and Gallagher.
Yeah,
When even is it?
30th.
it's like next
July.
week.
30th of July.
July. Oh,
30th. I thought it was next week.
No.
Oh, is it not?
30th of July.
I was chatting shit.
Yeah.
why are you saying it like July? What's that?
It's just part of
It's
Stony
like the
Badge.
gulag.
The gulag.
I feel like that's where that's come
The
from.
gulag, the July.
Yeah,
So would you?
I think-
now you've got a bit more notice.
yeah. What's the bag, mate? Like literally for that sort of fight, it's not gonna be it's my passion, like, passion to fucking go there and do that. It's gonna be like, how much am I gonna be given? And then like, right, does it make sense with my other things that I'm gonna be earning?
If we
between
don't
now
have
and
a
then?
number by next week, I don't know what will happen, but we need a number.
What
Austin.
a figure? Austin Muck Brummers. What are we saying, bruv? Get these boys on the undercard as well, like surely, mate. If they offered you 50 bags, surely just me versus you, like on
That
level.
would be a quality.
Get beat
fight.
up in front of people.
No, mate, on the undercard of Jake Paul versus KSI, we should fucking do it. Take a dive, son.
Obviously.
Mate, imagine you beat me. Imagine you beat me.
Would you train for it? You'd have to.
I have to.
Burgers, mate.
I can't go in with tits, can I?
Surely we just turn up. No. I think we take that fucking seriously, and it makes sense.
It makes
for
perfect sense.
For that being like the absolute top of what's it called? The crescendo of YouTube boxing, to have the beginning there as well. Oh my
It's
god!
like gone full circle.
Yeah,
It's a
that is.
perfect
Oh mate,
ending.
let's do it, bruv.
For the bag.
And then I'll just fucking nip off to the commentary table to commentate the main event.
What is it?
What, from the canvas.
From the canvas, live from hospital, we've got a winner.
Oh, mate, what would you actually do, yeah?
If I got clotted by you,
Oh, that's the end of the podcast.
oh mate, I'd never be able to show my face again. No. No, mate. What if you just clot me? Like,
just-
dominate me.
All it takes is a lucky shot.
Oh, you just been battering me this whole time. I go, whooshing.
Yeah, and, it just
And then you go,
clots. Yeah, and it's just
Your
one
head.
of them. One of them is where it's just like dead body. What if you killed me in the ring? Go on, live with yourself, mouth. Go on.
no, I'm not going to have to throw a punch now.
Scared.
That's the
Scared
reason
about.
why.
I didn't hit him because I was scared of killing him.
Yeah, just think about that
Registered
when going
weapons,
into the
mate.
ring. Shit.
That is.
I
quite-
don't like boxing, to be honest.
Why? What don't you like about it?
The
That
no
getting
head guard.
smacked.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of getting punched in the
Yeah,
face.
it's a bit dodgy, isn't it?
Like,
It was weird though. Like I remember training for mine. Like it actually got to a point where people would opt to not wear a head guard because you can't see as much. So you'd be sparring just normal head. Like
fine by me.
what?
Be blind, but have protection.
But wouldn't you almost rather it would have been better to train with it because then you're used to the
Yeah, no,
lack
it's true
of
because
vision.
we obviously had to wear a helmet
Yeah, you did, yeah.
in our scrap, which is it's annoying. It's annoying.
Did you not wear a helmet
Yeah, we had to in ours.
when training?
A lot of the time we wouldn't. We
Really?
wouldn't. Nah, because it's annoying. It's in the
but
way.
you have
Can't
to you have to
see.
train game
I
realistic.
know, I know.
Ooh.
I know, but it's also like, oh, you toughen yourself up.
Listen to white noise.
Oh, bollocks, mate.
The other fight, obviously, is
What?
Tommy versus Jake Paul.
Now
Oh,
that is a
but-
fight I really want to see.
Could we go to
Personally.
that? Oh, to New York again.
Sorry, why are we not just?
When
sorry,
is it?
Hang on a minute. I don't want to sound pretentious
Yeah.
and a right big fat tosser. We should be getting front row to every fight.
I'm not gonna lie. What, me and you or the whole of the YouTube?
Just us
community?
two.
Mate, me and you should. If only
Remember, we
in
kinda
that
come as a free now.
in like some sort of contract with the world. It should have been like any YouTube fight. We should be ringside seats.
With ringside.
We know we actually should.
Ringside.
Like it does make sense for like an overall investment by like whoever's putting on the event to have the YouTube community there, fucking putting it all over Instagram. Like it makes sense as an investment
And like a respect.
So do
and respect.
you want them to like pay for your flights and accommodation?
And pay us.
Yeah,
to
just
be
like
there as
basically
well.
ringside and just fucking launch us over there. I mean, it makes sense on that fight. Oh, this would be the only thing because I was meant to work on the Tommy versus Jake Paul BT broadcast.
What happened?
The fight didn't happen.
Oh.
So I'll probably. I mean, I would have thought I'll be working
Would you
on
not
this
rather
one.
go there and watch
I
it?
would though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it depends what the bag is.
Surely they can send you to New York BT, report live.
I'll just be like, mate, can I report live? They'll be
Do
like,
you need another reporter to report live?
I mean, it does make sense, doesn't it?
So,
Well, who else going to talk about Jake Paul? They
tell
don't
me
know.
about your stance.
The reason why I'm put on there is because, like, obviously, I know about the Jake Paul YouTube boxing thing. Like, if they had like David A talking about it, like, he's not going to be as knowledgeable as like one of us schmucks.
But you could get him as like a secondary guy to provide the expertise.
Sí, es la verdad. Pero lo que quiero hacer es jugar un poco de fútbol.
So, Tommy Fury.
See?
He's the brother of Tyson.
Yeah.
He has everything to lose.
Massive.
Is that why Jake Paul wins?
Well, it's the pressure situation. It's the same. I mean, the world already knows the situation. It's like pressure versus talent. Only his head is going to beat him. That's who only ever beats us, mate. Our own head.
Shit, man. That was
But do you reckon
Fucking true.
Jake has the ability to beat him?
Surely. Yeah. 100%.
he
He can throw hands. And Tommy takes punches when he fights. If one of them Jake Paul ones that seem to obviously have power connect, teapot. Whereas Tommy, it's like he will be hearing, oh, you're not as good. Oh, you're not that good. You're not that good. Oh, what have you get done? Mate, that could
Disowned
capitulate a
from the
man.
family.
Yeah, I mean, he's literally getting told he'll get disowned from the family. I mean, it's not what you want, really. How would you deal with that situation? It's not what you want, is it? How would you deal with that situation if you're getting told all that bollocks? Like, you know, I think people feel like when they talk about a fight, like these guys are just right. They have their attributes and that's it. They just turn up and it's almost like quite robotic with how it plays out. Nah, mate, so many, like, what are those fighters doing right now? What are they seeing being said about them that may have long-term effects when they go into that ring?
Mate,
Mazza.
imagine before your fight.
Yep.
If you lose this, you're getting disowned.
Yeah, Jenny's like, you're not coming home with us if he beats you.
That is an awful thing to say to
Yeah,
your son.
that's hell. But I reckon in their family, they say a lot of awful like things. That's awful for me because I'm not used to hearing that thing. If they say that sort of shit all the time, then it may just be like, oh, yeah.
It may actually be a motivator.
Yeah, it's just sort of
Like if
like
they're
the
used
sort of
to it.
shit. Like, I mean, I can imagine they say that, oh, you're not part of the family anymore if you do that. Like, I don't know, I can just imagine that sort of thing. I'm not saying.
Then the other one, which they were talking about on the podcast, was apparently KSI versus Alex Wasabi.
Yeah.
Who wins that?
Who's
Surely
Alex-
JJ. Just his aggression is ridiculous, mate.
Yeah.
Who's
Like,
Alex
just the
Wasabi?
way the
He's
geezer
the
that
American.
he fought Deji, the one that beat Deji.
So it's like a redemption arc.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that. I just think like KSI just froze mentally, and Wasabi can't even get near him without just getting scared.
Destroys him.
That's what I would have thought. If it doesn't go that way, I'll be very surprised. Like the size, like JJ's a big beast, mate, and
And he
I
looks
just,
in good shape.
yeah,
at the
he
moment.
just looks like grr, and I feel like fucking Alex.
Weeb.
I just think JJ could push him over. And I think that's the sort of shit he needs to do. He needs to lead on him, be fucking rough, throw him to the ground, do a couple of legal manoeuvres. Fuck it.
That's an exciting few months ahead of us.
Loads of exciting things happening. What else is there? AJ against Usyk on the sport of boxing.
That's
Can't
soon,
wait.
isn't it?
No, that's 20th of August. It's been announced for. So it's in Saudi Arabia. Obviously, they're getting the bag. But like, basically, I mean, AJ, he'll be willing to die for this fight. Like legit,
If he
his
loses-
entire legacy is at risk here.
Yeah, if he loses, he's done out.
But it's just whether that even matters.
Oh, yeah.
Will he be known
there's
as a
no
fraud?
coming back.
Oh shit! By a lot of people, yeah. And that's the fact. Even though he's not a fraud.
No, he's not.
But the fact is, what do you think he is?
No, I don't really follow boxing. to be
Oh, okay,
honest.
fair. But yeah, like the fact is, if he,
I think that would be a shame if that's how his legacy ended.
Mate.
Because he was
Is-
like brutal, like when he was just relentlessly knocking people.
What about
out.
when he turned up to those kids? AJ turned up to those uni students' apartment to give them a talking to because they were chatting shit. Did you
Mate,
hear it?
I
Did you
re-
watch that?
Because I sort of respected it.
I
though.
respect
I
it.
thought that was good. I think
Yeah.
there needs to be that element of like, mate, if you chat shit, he didn't fucking fuck him up, which a lot of people would.
Mike Tyson did to someone.
Yeah,
on
I
the
mean,
plane.
Mike Tyson would, but you got to realise that you can't just be a cunt and expect no repercussions.
That's the issue of these days now. Like everyone thinks they can chat shit over camera and over keyboard, but in real life they try and do it, but they were like, "Oh shit, nah, wait, I'm not behind a keyboard. I'm in real life."
Well,
And
yeah,
and you're gonna get AJ on you.
you're gonna get
Mate, I bet they were fucking trembling when that happened.
well,
Oh,
mate,
sorry,
he's,
sorry, Anthony.
He's a big fucker as well. He's like 6'7". Just standing next to him, you're literally like, it's like a horse. No, you know, like when you're next to a horse and you feel a sense of intimidation. You feel like that thing can trample me. You literally feel like AJ can trample you when you're next to him, like legit.
Humongous.
Yeah, he's a big.
But like
boy.
Mike Tyson did actually do it on a plane.
Yeah,
Like,
but
Yeah,
he
he
shouldn't have done that. He should not have done that.
Why?
But like, at what point, right? At what point?
no.
At
No,
what point
mate,
is he meant to not do anything?
You can't. Your hand is a registered weapon. You can't then on a plane go and knock someone out.
Is he now he's retired? Is it still a weapon?
Surely.
Does it count as a weapon?
Insurance.
Well, I mean, look, like if
All he had to do there was turn around and say, "Mate, if you don't stop, I'm gonna fuck you
But
up."
he must have
He's
done.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He is Mike Tyson. You've said it. That's what Mike Tyson would do. It's like the era he's from, mate. You talk shit, you get smacked, right?
He didn't need to
it's
use
like
his
it's
fists.
like older people that are brought up around like using certain terms that are now considered racist or offensive. If that's how they're ingrained, there's certain things that I guess like they just do and say, and which is a bit dodgy because you like to think people can learn.
But surely this guy would have. If Mike Tyson turns around, if Mike Tyson turns around to you on a plane and says, "If you say one word to me, I'm gonna fuck you up."
But he's a drunk idiot. Imagine that idiot.
Oh, mate, look,
When he's drunk, he'll say anything.
His tattoo
I'm
is
an-
staring at you in the face.
I'm an idiot. I wouldn't fucking say anything to Mike Tyson.
This guy on the plane, idiot, actual
Yeah.
idiot. He started on Mike Tyson. Who does that?
Yeah, because there was also. Did you see the video going round? Like, just speaking of boxers being like fucking hard.
Oh, mate, the security
Yeah,
guy.
the security guard. Who,
That's quality.
yeah, that is
Quality.
quality.
That is quality. Like, obviously, roll the clip if you can. So this geezer's obviously chatting pure waffle. Wow,
His mate.
Well, he's trying to fight.
Yeah, he's
what?
trying to fight
Little
everyone,
bald
and obviously,
geezer.
like,
Yeah, wanker.
you know, the security guard, he didn't want to just instantly try and fuck some of them up, like fuck him up, like a lot of them do. They try to just instantly go for
They were actually being
fisticuffs.
pretty good. They were
Yeah,
like, "Go away now."
and it just
go
got
away
to a
now.
point where kaboom. And I think like that's an interesting concept. Like, when is violence justified? Is it ever justified? Should we ever use violence? Like, 'cause I was thinking, mate, like the idea of like parents smacking their kids to tell them off. That's actually fucked, mate. Like, that is actually fucked. Like, the idea of smacking a little kid,
But 20 years ago, it weren't.
mate, it's just the done thing.
Literally 20 years, not even that long ago.
Like, completely normal. But like, what are you ingraining into that individual? Like, even you don't smack people to try and make them behave. Oh, it's fucked.
But even the security guard, like, obviously he was an ex-boxer, wasn't he? He was an ex.
Yeah.
He'd had a fight. He lost to Tyson. Like, he had a fight against
Really?
Mike Tyson.
Well, it wasn't a sparring partner.
No. He
Yeah,
had
yeah.
a professional fight in London with Mike
Oh
Tyson.
shit.
But like he was backing up. He was like backing up, starting. His hands were backed up.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't going to do anything. And then this geezer like went for him a little bit and went bang.
Well, yeah.
But like
and-
his mate was even worse. It's all mate. You sit time and time
Oh,
again.
he was
His
such
mate
a-
was like, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" And then as soon as he got flattened, his mate was like,
He's
"Why
like,
did you
"Oh,
do that for?
yeah, you
Why
didn't
did
need
you
to
do
do
that
that."
for?" You didn't need to do that. I was like, "Mate, you literally just said what are you gonna do? Your mate got flattened. That's what he's gonna do."
And
Yeah.
I think here's the thing, right? Violence is like such a senseless, mindless thing. But there is a point where, like, if it's you getting hit or them getting hit, make sure it's not you. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, but it's like that thing of like what Will Smith did. Like, he hates himself for what he did there.
Yeah, but that's
a lot of
because
people
he
are like,
was
oh
a
yeah,
cunt.
yeah, but why is he being a cunt and someone else using violence not?
Chris Rock made a joke.
Yeah.
And he went up in front of
Yeah.
millions of people and just slapped him.
So the thing of like
Chris Rock was never like
someone's
threatening him with violence.
If someone's smaller than you, because that security guard, I mean, realistically, could have restrained him.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, could have restrained him. Someone a lot smaller than you. Like, I know a lot of people, to us as a crowd, it's almost like, yeah, you hit him, fucking yeah, justice is served.
He could have
But I
died.
reckon that security guard, there's an element of him that's like, oh, I wish I didn't do that.
Yeah, mate,
Yeah,
he genuinely,
I
that guy
agree
could
with
have
that.
died.
Well, yeah, like the big, like if you're ex-boxer that's that big, like so much bigger than him, like if he fucking cracked his head, knocked him out, and then his head
Hits the
bounced
ground.
off the canvas, not the canvas, the fucking
The concrete
pavement
floor.
and kills him, like, what are you saying then?
It definitely would have been better for him to restrain him. Like, especially, there was a huge size difference.
Yeah, it's just mad because I think we like when you're not involved, it's like you almost want to. There's something about like violence that's like entertaining for us,
Well, mate-
and especially when you see like justice is served. Yes, but like, I don't know.
Mate, it's
there's-
not a
just-
new thing. It's not a new thing. Back in gladiator
Well,
times,
mate, it's fucked, innit?
people literally
Gladiator.
fed people to the lions.
Yeah, mate.
Like they had slaves,
They'd
and they
make
go
them
fight
fight.
and kill each other for our entertainment.
Yeah, it's fucked.
That is a bizarre concept.
But
Like,
it's not a bizarre concept.
It is literally human
Mate,
nature.
boxing still exists.
Yeah,
we
boxing
watch
is
people
that.
beat each other up. Maybe they're not to the extreme of killing him.
MMA's basically even worse.
Yeah.
Going to that was
I
fucked.
But that's
hate
all it
watching
is.
MMA.
It's that's gladiators.
Yeah.
Just without the lions and
Yeah, but like
death the majority of the time.
fighting to the death is a bit different. If you
It's the same
went,
concept, just
but-
thousands of years later.
Yeah, but would you go to a boxing match knowing that at the end of it one of them's going to be dead?
But it's different times, man. It's different times.
I mean,
Right.
I wouldn't go. No,
No, fuck no.
I would not go. But like they used to just love it. I mean, even like the torture, like fucking going London dungeons, right? You see, obviously, like how they'd just be hung, and like as they're being hung, like a crowd just round, like cheering, like yes,
Yeah,
Mate,
but like,
fucking
like,
entertainment.
the whole stoning thing.
yeah, public stonings in Saudi Arabia.
People would just like go and like chuck stones at this Donny's head until he dies.
Mate, that still happens to this day.
I don't know if it does though.
Oh, mate.
Mate, it does. I know for a fact.
He
that,
was
like,
there. He was part of it.
No, but like
did what?
my dad got invited to one once. When
Shut the
he was
fuck
doing
up.
work out in Saudi Arabia.
What come to this stoning,
Yeah,
mate?
he obviously didn't go.
That is actually fucked, isn't it?
Yeah, like I just can't imagine it.
But it's like even
But then imagine that person is a paedophile that's just fucked a kid.
Oh, well, that's the thing. Like in so obviously in the minds of the people like throwing those stones, it has got to be something on the level of being a pedo, being something awful, like raping kids or something. But in reality, it may just be like this person's gay. This person,
Yeah, well, out
this
there for
this
sure.
woman tried to hold hands with her partner. I don't know. Like it's actually quite like ridiculous stuff. Mazza, really.
Yeah, no,
It is a
but
mazza.
I like the idea of that. Oh my god, it's just.
But the other torture methods, like obviously London dungeons again, BB. Like obviously, you know when you go London dungeons and then they pick you to they pick certain people to like perform like yeah they pick me right and it's now we're gonna like obviously they snip your cock off and he did a joke where he was like for every inch there's a snip and he just did one snip.
On your cock.
He did a joke.
Yeah, he's like
Get
making
away
out,
from my cock.
no making out like I've got a 1 inch cock. Anyways,
Oh, I get it now.
so yeah, like actual snip.
So they
Snipping your
Nope,
cock.
nope.
They used to take off an inch of the cock at a time.
Yeah, and then
Oh!
like, obviously grabbing the tongue and twisting that shit.
Oh!
Like you just
Do you know what the worst one is
Oh.
apparently?
what?
Putting like a thin.
No.
Oh yeah, they
Up
do
the
that.
nails.
They use
know,
like
no, I
really
they
don't
use
want that, thank
bamboo,
you.
don't
No, I
they?
really
They
don't
go
want that.
they go
Mate,
up there.
also the one where you'd slowly get pulled and pulled.
Yeah, the
and
rack. Good old the rack.
Mate,
Yeah, well,
actually,
have you seen? Did you ever see? Because that's what happened to Guy Fawkes.
Yeah,
It's
Guy
like-
Fawkes got murked.
Have you
mate.
seen his signature before and after, like being?
Well, how can he sign
what?
anything?
Wait, what
No,
happened
when
to
he
it? He got racked?
yeah, whatever that
He
stretchy
got
thing
racked.
is.
He got stretched out. Yeah.
Yeah, and like you can see it on Wikipedia. So if you are listening, watching, you want to check it out, you can see it on there. Just type in Guy Fawkes, and it's like he's got such a nice, clean signature before, and then after it's like a child writing.
Surely he got
Yeah, but wait,
dislocated
but
in his
how-
hand.
Like
Yeah,
where like
how
all
is-
his joints are so fucked and
No, but he then got hung, drawn, and quartered.
yeah.
Oh yeah, after that, like he got loads of shit. He
Wait,
just-
so when you get hung, drawn, and quarter, you hung first?
until like to an element for no,
you dead?
yeah, and then they take your heart out, drip it over your head,
While you're alive?
and then
No, you're obviously dead.
well to the point at which they hang you until you're not quite dead.
Oh.
So you have to go through the pain of that, and then it's like quarter you, rip your intestines out and everything like that,
doing this at the
and then
dungeons?
it's cut you up and send your body parts to different areas of the country as like a
It's fucked, man.
it's pretty fucked. And when they put the heads on sticks and stick them on
Oh.
London Bridge, and like
they're
birds would
proud
come
of
and
it.
eat them, eat the eyes. Yum.
Isn't it?
Right.
But if you think about it, in the grand scheme of the entire world, like how old is it? We were looking at it the other day. Like,
What
years,
the
50?
world?
no, the
Oh,
world,
what-
100 years.
How old?
I
do you-
know. Even
like
like,
50
How old? No, don't say. How old do you think the Earth is?
well, I know dinosaurs were around like 15 million years ago, so I can like 6 billion years old.
But dinosaurs are 65 million years ago.
Oh shit, really? 6 billion?
4.5 bill.
Oh, that's quite close then. Only 1.5 billion years away.
Yeah, so it's like 4.5 bill.
Right, and only, 150, 200 years ago, we were still like prosecuting people in that way.
Yeah.
Our rate of evolution is like this.
Well, that made me jump a little. But no.
Picture yourself, mate.
No, it is true. How long have we been around? Humans?
26. Oh.
What are we? We're-
Oh, that's the thing. They think, right? So I was listening to another Joe Rogan podcast, and like they think, and it's documented that humans were X years old, but really they've found like remains of individuals and stuff from like way before. And it's just like basically all of the history that is just like, yeah, this is what we're going with happened.
not true.
A lot of it's just probably very inaccurate. And do you think one day, right, they're going to invent technology that is able to completely recreate history, like, and tell us exactly what happened? Like, surely they're going to develop something that is able to like 3D print or whatever
Well, surely as
exactly
well.
what occurred.
I'm busting for a wee.
Like,
but think about
immerse
this.
you in, like,
you know
virtual
how
reality.
You know how you look at a star.
Yeah.
You're looking into the past.
Yeah.
If
Correct.
we reverse it, if we go far enough away from Earth, won't we be looking at 15
Oh,
million years
fuck,
ago?
yeah. And if you use a telescope that's long enough to look,
I know.
you could actually see Earth
But
from back
also-
then.
and
Oh
also,
my
guys have
imagine
just
this.
cracked
Imagine
it.
no. Imagine this. Imagine this. You attach a piece of string to Earth, okay, and you go 15 million light years away. You're still attached. You're attached to Earth, but you're looking at the past.
But remember, you'd have to get there quicker than the speed of light
Mate,
in
honestly,
order for that to.
I'm gonna wee myself.
wait, but you could see the string that's in front of you, but
Yeah.
the string would
So
slowly disappear.
no, the string is attached to present day, but
Yeah.
you're looking at the past.
Yeah.
But you would have to travel
So
there.
you're in two places at the same time.
Yeah, that is
Time travel.
No,
Piece
that
of string.
that is true. Granted, if you'd have to travel faster than the speed
Yeah.
of light in order for
But
that
I've just
to
solved
work.
time travel
You would be.
So yeah, you just got to be quicker than the speed of light.
and have a bit of string with you.
And just have a bit of string. Well, yeah.
Hey,
We should
take
get Brian- we
take
should
that to NASA.
Lads, I've made an discovery.
Well, a lot of the UFO fucking sightings. I was listening to another joke.
Here we go.
No, I'm not
I'm
gonna
joking.
bother.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no, I
gonna
want to hear
bother
about
that
it.
shit,
This is-
nah.
We should get Brian. We should get Brian Cox on the show, by the way.
Oi, I would die if we
I'm
got
going
him
to
on.
die if I don't wee as well.
That would be incredible. Do you know Brian Cox?
I don't know Brian
Oh,
Cox.
mate,
Mate,
you love it.
He would answer all your questions.
Yeah, no, he would love it. You
Why?
would love it. It will be fascinating.
He's a scientist.
You never
Okay.
had Brian Cox?
We're looking to seeing him. We'll get him on. We'll get him on.
Well, like all the guests we get.
Like all the guests. Anyways, that is that for this episode. Been a really, really good one. Last week was probably better. So just go and watch that one if you haven't. It's more funny. But anyways, we'll see you in the future.
Or in the past?
Or in the past. Hope you have a good life. Bye.